After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tevon Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Smith. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play action. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And some room to work. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Geno. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone.
And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball on their own 20. Great job taking the ball away.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
But to throw again is Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On third down, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They go play action. Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The play fake, Bridgewater. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 41 yards. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Gets past one man, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. He's got the first down and more than that. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Look at me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
A run with Mostert up the middle. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, Bridgewater. Caught, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Switch it. Hey, Delta.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Did those defenders got to add to the lead directly?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 53 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
In motion, Hill. Second down, here's Mostert again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Look at me. Score. Go.
I'm here all day.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lawrence. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll buy some time right. And able to find Kirk complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready, break. Go, go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson going up top. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The slot man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Hey, exit.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 43 is mine.
Yeah.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Watson flush to his right. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Watson on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On play action, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now receiver in motion left. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any point. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The left side completion to Jones. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Hey, Hayward. Go. 43 is the mark. I got one.
43.
Now Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 67 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones will come now in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The slot man in motion right. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, it's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They go play action now. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Christian, travel. Hey, you.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Play action. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 66 yards. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence going to throw again. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Now Lawrence to throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In motion right is Jones. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Jones will come now in motion right. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Hasty is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Second down and goal. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. In motion is Grant. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Toss left side for Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, it took us until the final play.